Hello friends, this video on semiconductors part 30 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos till part 29 before going ahead with part 30. Right now we will focus on digital electronics, where we will talk about signals which are in the form of zeros and ones. That means the signal is either zero or it is high. So when we talk about voltage in terms of digital signal, so how will we say? We say that voltage can either be 0 or 1. So voltage can either be low or high. I am not bothered about any other value of voltage. But when we are talking about voltage as an analog signal, I am bothered about every value of voltage. Right now voltage is 0.02 volts. Next moment it is 0.025 volts. Next moment it is 0.03 volts. So at every point the voltage has got some value, right? So the basic building blocks of digital electronics is the logic gates. So what are logic gates? Logic gates are nothing but they are a kind of circuit which will tell you a specific pattern. That is why they are known as logic gates. They will use a logical relationship between the input and the output. So they are also nothing but digital circuits where when you give some input you get some specific output. So what is the output that you will get? That depends upon a logical relationship between the inputs, right? You will understand this as we go ahead. So where are the applications of logic gates? Where do we actually see or use logic gates? We use it in digital watches, digital calculator. These are something which is very common with you. You would have seen all these things. So we use logic gates in such things in your computers. So now let us see what is a logic gate. It is a digital circuit that follows a certain logical relationship between input and output. So there are many types of logic gates. So there are there are main 5 types of logic gates. Now using those 5 types of logic gates, you can design a huge number of circuits, right? So in this lesson as of now, we will only talk about those 5 types of logic gates, just the basic logic gates, and that's it. Then in your higher classes, you will see how those logic gates are used for making complicated circuits. So what are the common logic gates? NOT, OR, AND, NAND, and NOR. So these are the 4 logic gates. So we will discuss each of them one by one. So let us start. Now each gate has single or multiple inputs. They can have one input, they can have many inputs, and they'll give one output, and that output will depend on a relationship between the inputs. Truth table. Okay, this is an important term which I need to introduce. What is truth table? Truth table is a table which will indicate all possible input combinations and their respective outputs. Now you will understand it better as we go to the next slide and start discussing each of the gates one by one. So as I told you that the output which we will get, that will depend on a logical relationship between the inputs. So this truth table is nothing but a table which will tell us all possible input combinations and their respective outputs. So the logic gate will operate in accordance with the truth table. So let us start with the NOT gate. NOT gate has one input and one output. As the name suggests, NOT. That means if the input is high, the output will not be high. So the output will be low. If the input is low, the output will not be low. So the output will be high. So if the output is high when the input is low, and vice versa. So this NOT gate is often termed as inverter because it inverts the input. So let us look at the symbol of a NOT gate. A NOT gate would look somewhat like this. So this is your input and this is your output. So how do we define the logical relationship between output and input? Output is inverse of input. So this is the logical relationship which governs the NOT gate. What is the truth table of a NOT gate? So let us prepare the truth table. So the truth table will have all possible inputs. In this case, there is only one input and it will also have the output. So what are the all possible values of input here? 0 and 1. So when input is 0, your output is 1. When input is 1, your output is 0. So this is known as the truth table, and this is your NOT gate. Now let us look at OR gate. What is OR gate? It has multiple inputs and one output. Output is high when any of the inputs is high. Let us suppose you have two inputs. If one of them is high, your output is going to be high. So that means output is high when A or B is high. Right? That means either A or B is high. So what is the symbol of OR gate? So the OR gate will look like this. So you have two inputs, let us say A and B, and you get output Y. So the logical relationship is Y is equal to A plus B. So if you see, this relationship will satisfy this condition. So we will see that when we draw the truth table. So in this case, the truth table will consist of all possible inputs and the outputs. So what are the possible combinations of inputs? Both are low. A is 0, B is 1, A is 1, B is 0. Both A and B are high. So these are the possible input combinations. Now let us see what are the outputs that we'll get. When A is 0, B is 0, what will be Y? It will be 0. When A is 0, B is 1, what will be Y? It will be 1. When Y is 1, A is 1 and B is 0, it will be 1. When both are 1, it will be 1. Don't tell that 1 plus 1 will be 2. Because right now we are dealing with binary operations. And in binary operation, 1 plus 1 is 1. That means high plus high is high. It is something like that. So this will be the truth table for OR gate. Now the third one, that is AND gate. This also has multiple inputs but one output. Here the output is high only when all inputs are high. Rest all of the time the output will be low. So in this case, the symbol of an AND gate is somewhat like this. So this is your input A, this is your input B, and this is your output. So the logical relation which drives this gate is Y is equal to AB. So here also we will plot the truth table. This is A, this is B, and this is Y. So what are the possible input combinations? 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So when both are 0, your output will be 0. 0, 1 will also be 0. 1, 0 will also be 0. 1, 1 will be 1. Now we will talk about NAND gate. What is NAND gate? NAND gate also has multiple inputs and one output. It is a combination of NOT gate and AND gate. So NOT plus AND becomes NAND. So how would be the symbol? How would the symbol look like? It is like, first you draw an AND gate. For NOT gate, you just put this NOT. So this represents the NOT gate. So this is how the NAND gate is represented. This is A, this is B, and this is Y. So what is the logical relationship? Y is equal to AB. This is for AND gate. But now whatever output will come from that AND gate, that will get inverted. So this is the logical expression which drives the NAND gate. So how will the truth table of a NAND gate look like? It will be somewhat like this. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. These are the possible combinations. When both are 0, what will happen? AB will be 0. Invert of 0 will be 1. Now 0, 1, AB will be 0, but invert will be 1. Similarly, 1, 0, 1 into 0 will be 0, but inverted will become 1. 1 into 1 will be 1, but when inverted it will become 0. So this is the truth table of the NAND gate. And then the last one, that is NOR gate, which is as on the same lines as NAND gate. It has got multiple inputs and one output. It is a combination of NOT gate and OR gate. So in this case, the symbol, I think you can guess it how it would be. OR gate with a NOT. So this is how your NOR gate will look like. This is A, this is B, and this is Y. So the logical relationship would be Y is equal to A plus B bar. So this drives your NOR gate. So how the truth table would look like? Let us say this is A, this is B, and this is Y. So it would be something like this: 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So 0 plus 0 is 0, but when inverted it becomes 1. 0 plus 1 is 1, but when inverted it becomes 0. 1 plus 0 is 1, when inverted becomes 0. 1 plus 1 is again 1, when inverted again becomes 0. So these are the common gates or the common logic gates. Now we have something called universal gates. Out of these 5 gates, NAND and NOR are called as universal gates. NAND gate and NOR gate are known as universal gates. Why? Because we can derive all other gates using NAND gate and NOR gates. I mean, we can make a combination of NAND gates work as an AND gate. We can make a combination of NAND gates work as an OR gate. We can make a combination of NAND gate work as a NOT gate. So that means these are the 2 gates whose combination can work as all the other types of gates. So that is why these 2 gates are known as universal gates. So now we will see how NAND gate can function as OR, AND as well as OR. So let us first look at how NAND gates act as universal gates. So NAND gate is Y is equal to AB bar, right? So first we will see how NAND gate can act as a NOT gate. Now, if you club the 2 inputs of the NAND gate into one, what would you get? If you give only one input to the NAND gate, what would be the output? The output would be nothing but Y is equal to A bar, right? So that means the NAND gate can be used as a NOT gate. Now let us look at AND, how NAND gate can act as a AND gate. Let us suppose this is my NAND gate. When this NAND gate is made to pass through another NAND gate, that means when 2 NAND gates are connected, they act as AND gate. Let us see how. This is AB. When it comes out from here, the output is AB bar. When this output comes out of here, the output becomes AB bar bar. So that is AB. So that means it acts as AND gate. Now how NAND gate can act as OR gate? In that case, we have to use 3 NAND gates. If you use 3 NAND gates in this way, let us suppose this input A goes from here, input B goes from here. So what do you get? You get A bar here, you get B bar here, and then these 2 are made to pass through another NAND gate. So what is your output? The output is A bar, B bar, bar, right? This would be your output. Now this output is same as A plus B. How is it? You can see it from the truth table. This is A, this is B, this is Y. So if 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. So for this truth table, you see that what do you get for this? A bar, B bar. That means when A is 0, B is 1. This becomes 1, this becomes 0. So this comes out to be 1. Similarly, for all these, when you try it out, you see that you get it in this way, which is similar to the truth table for A plus B. So that is how we can see that NAND gate can form NOT gate, it can form AND gate, and it can also form OR gate. Similarly, let us look at the NOR gates. What is NOR gate? It is Y is equal to A plus B bar. So here also let us see how it acts as a NOT gate. For NOT gate, the same funda. Instead of 2 inputs, if you make only 1 input pass through it, so what will be your output? It would be A bar. That is a NOT gate. Now let us look at OR gate. Since it is NOR gate, so output from NOR gate when made to pass through another NOR gate, you get a OR gate. Say this is A, this is B. So what will be this output? A plus B bar. When it passes through this, you get Y is equal to A plus B. And the last one, that is AND gate. In this, you would need 3 OR gates. So if this is A, this is B, you will get A bar here, you will get B bar here, and then you make both of these pass through another NOR gate. So what do you get? You get E bar plus B bar. So this comes out to be AB. How do we get this? This is also in accordance with the truth table. So you can verify it yourself that when you put all these values to this expression, you get the truth table which is similar to that of AND gate. Right? So this was all about the logic gates. Now the most important application of the logic gates is seen in the integrated circuits, or which you call as ICs. What are integrated circuits? Integrated circuits are nothing but the entire circuit fabricated on a single semiconductor chip. Normally you also make circuits in your physics lab, right? So those circuits are generally bulky and large. But these semiconductor chips, they are very extremely small in size, almost their size and in the range of millimeters. It's very small, and on that you have an entire circuit fabricated. So they are called integrated circuits. So the chip dimensions are as small as 1 millimeter by 1 millimeter or even smaller than that. So as you go for your higher studies, as I mentioned, you will see that there are so many varieties of ICs which have been designed with the help of these logic gates. Now, broadly, the integrated circuits are classified as analog ICs and digital ICs. Analog ICs are those which process analog signals, and digital ICs are those which process digital signals. I am just telling you for the sake of it. These are not within your curriculum, and you will study all this thing in detail when you go ahead with semiconductor electronics. So with this, I'll conclude this lesson, and we will try to see some problems on logic gates. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.